Yeah, I know. I'm rocking the Batman hat, and what can I say? Batman all the way. Superman. When Superman gets drawn into conflicts at home and abroad, his actions are questioned, giving tech billionaire Lex Luthor the opportunity to remove the Man of Steel out of the way for good. Superman, Lois Lane, and his dog companion Krypto must stop Lex Luthor from destroying the Earth. James Gunn getting out his first movie in the DC universe, the DCU. Super is a fantastic film. Obviously, I love, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1 and 3 especially. The Suicide Squad was pretty good. So I was kind of looking forward to Superman because I like James Gunn and I think he's a great filmmaker. But I'm not like the biggest lover of Superman, like as a superhero.
Clark Kent is Superman's critique on the whole human race.
So what did I think of Superman 2025? Yeah, I had a good time. It was a fun movie. James Gunn does a great job of creating a Superman that is similar to, Christopher Reeves from the 1980s, but at the same time, doing something different as well. And, you can see sprinkles of like Christopher Reeves Superman in there, just a little bit of Zack Snyder's Henry Cavill's Man of Steel in there. A little bit of Superman Returns from 2006 in there as well, but doing his own thing. What I love that he did with the Superman is that he didn't make Superman the all-powerful being. He is constantly in this movie, he's the underdog. Like, he is constantly being attacked. He is constantly under threat. He is constantly being weakened and getting his powers either drained or contained, or he is up against a foe that is, so much bigger and stronger than him in some ways. And I love that he's the constant underdog in this movie. He's not just coming in and, boom, 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 and everyone, gets defeated and it's easy for him. Like we've seen in a lot of Superman, renditions of this character. So I love that James Gunn took this approach to this Superman. One of the best things about this movie is the fantastic world building, Metropolis, and just like the Earth that we are on. It's similar to ours in the real world, but it's different enough that like you can see it and you can sense it and feel it in this film as you're watching it. Certain subtle quirks and things that are, very almost cartoonish, but yet still being grounded in our realistic Earth realm. And so I love that. I thought the world building was fantastic. LexCorp was cool. The technology, the gadgets, the Justice Gang. I love that they are called that in this movie, the Justice Gang. And the stuff that they have in like their Hall of Justice is really well done. This movie has some great performances from like David Cornsweet as Superman Clark Kent. I wasn't quite sure of him, and then as soon as the first kind of image of him came out, I was like, oh, actually, you know what? No, I could see him as being a good Clark Kent as well, and he did a great job. Rachel Brosnahan, I think I'm saying her name right, as Lois Lane is perfect. Like, she is exactly who should be Lois Lane. I thought she was fantastic. Might even be a better Lois Lane than David Cornsweet is like a Superman. Nicholas Hoult as Lex Luthor is just awesome. Like when they first cast him as Lex Luthor, I was like, really, Nicholas Hoult? And yet, after seeing the first trailer with him, I was like, interesting. I'm curious to see where they're going to take this character. And I love what they did with Lex Luthor in this movie. He is like that crazy ass tech billionaire, narcissistic little, punk kid that just wants to prove himself as the smartest. And you really love to hate this guy. Like, you love to hate this kind of Lex Luthor, and you want him to get his, beat down by Superman so bad.
That's right, I'm gonna beat your ass on the course.
The directing is good, and like there's some great things that James Gunn does, but I have to say this also felt like a very James Gunny movie. I know that's kind of weird to say, like, of course you're watching a James Gunn film, but I don't know if like a Superman movie should feel like Guardians of the Galaxy necessarily, yet that's what kind of James Gunn constantly jumps back into the pond with. You watch any of his other movies like Super or Guardians of the Galaxy or the Suicide Squad, like they're all sort of Peacemaker, the TV show. Like, they're all sort of these found family stories. And that's kind of what Superman in this film is. It's a found family story. It's a, story that's an allegory for like immigrants and immigrants coming to America. I don't know. It just didn't pop. It didn't really have anything new to say, but still having that James Gunn feel. I don't know if he was the best choice for Superman. He might be a lover of the character and this is a passion project of his, but I don't know. I don't know if he would have been my first choice as a director for this film, and it kind of shows. There are just a bunch of James Gunn-isms that are throughout this film that at moments, at specific times, took me out of the story, took me out of the moment in the theater. It's a fast movie. I mean, you jump right into the middle of the action of this film, and it's just go, go, go. They don't really explain too much. They just kind of let it wash over you. And at times, it's a little bit frustrating, and at times, I really enjoyed that. And I thanked them for kind of making that sort of film that we don't have to have everything explained. Just show us a great, fun movie. And ultimately, I thought he did that. He did, pull out an entertaining film out of his hat. The cinematography in this film was okay. Nothing crazy. And in fact, at times, because of the CGI, and I didn't think the CGI was the greatest in this movie, it looks really hokey and cheesy. And I don't know if that's what James Gunn was kind of going for with that 80s sort of Superman look and feel, but to me, it just didn't mesh well on screen. Everything felt very digital. It felt like very much in front of a green screen, if you know what I mean.
A lean, mean fighting machine.
It's hard to capture Superman's powers without looking really ridiculous. Like, there's some ridiculous bad dialogue in this movie, I have to admit. There are some times where it fits the tone of the movie, and sometimes it doesn't. So a little bit inconsistent with the dialogue. The worst thing about this movie, though, is that it's kind of forgettable. Like, as soon as I walked out of the theater, I almost forgot about it and haven't really thought much about it since. There's a couple of moments here and there, and like Krypto the dog was okay, but again, the CGI didn't look great. So I thought, we could have done without Krypto the dog, or maybe introduce him in the next movie. And ultimately, I didn't feel like this movie was setting up the DCU. It was just sort of a small Superman story. And so I don't know if that's a negative, because I like that. I like just single standalone hero stories, and they don't have to connect to a bigger, larger picture. But I thought this movie was supposed to be setting up a bunch of things, and I just didn't get that or feel that from this movie. Like, when it ended, I was like, cool, I could never see, another James Gunn universe movie, and I'd be good. Like, that's good enough for me. You know what I mean? I'm not excited now for the next stuff to come, maybe except for The Brave and the Bold with Alan Richardson as Bruce Wayne and Batman. Beautiful.
beautiful.
The other thing that I didn't really like about it was the action. I thought the action was subpar, like, especially at the end when Superman's supposed to be going into like overdrive mode and like kicking ass. Like, it was just fine. The laser eyes and stuff didn't really work that well, or didn't look that great, I felt. And I watched this movie on IMAX, so I don't know. I was a bit disappointed with the way this movie looked. So, I liked this movie. I had a great time. I wasn't in love with it. Is it my favorite superhero movie even of the year? Probably not. If you're a fan of Superman, I think you'll like this movie. But even if you're not a fan of Superman, I think you'll like the movie even better if you're just kind of a casual fan. It's a fun, heartwarming, hopeful story and film, and I had a good time. I think it's super entertaining. So overall, I'm gonna go ahead and give Superman a B. If you like this video, click that like button and subscribe to my channel for more content. Also, comment down below, what did you think of Superman? Were you excited for this DCU film? Do you love Superman? What's your favorite Superman movie? I would love to hear your thoughts and comments down below. Come back and check out some other movie reviews such as The Fantastic Four: First Steps, Sinners, and Thunderbolts. Thanks for watching, everyone. Have a great day, and we'll see you on the next film.